how hard can parallel parking be, and it was really hard. Let it cook me.
It does feel really nice right now.
It does feel nice.
Maybe it's because it's not super windy right now.
Maybe. We're off to get froyo. Oh, I'm so excited. Gonna get mochi and I don't know what else. Yeah. She's so happy. She's so happy. Hi, hello, welcome. I have not chatted with you in this video so far. I had quite a busy morning. I had errands to run, and then as soon as I got back home, I wanted to get ready and head out the door, get some breakfast somewhere, get a fun little drink somewhere, spend some time reading. It was just a bit go, 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 but it was so needed. I was in Cambridge, I was in Central Square and Harvard Square. I feel like every time I vlog, I'm like in that area, which is so funny because I'm not often in that area, but whenever I choose to pick up the camera, that's where I seem to go. We just got back from our trip. We went to South Carolina to visit one of my childhood best friends, and we spent like 5 days there. If you watched my previous video, I vlogged a little bit of that, and I also share some books that I purchased while I was visiting. But whenever I travel, I feel like it takes it out of me. I feel like there's so much to like prep for, plan for, then you go on the flight, then you come back home and you kind of just like have to pick up the pieces. Even though I feel like I did a good job with leaving the house in a good state, I feel like I come back and I like need to figure out my routine again. So this video is going to be me getting back into the rhythm of things, doing things that I really enjoy, setting up my hobonichi weeks, which is like my favorite weekly activity. So we'll do that tomorrow. Today is Saturday. I always like to do it on Sunday. And yeah, just getting back into the rhythm of things. It's officially spring. I am very excited for like the flowers and the season to change and spring weather. Even though today it was super cold and we did still get froyo because that was something that Jacob wanted to get, and I was like, well, we might as well hit up these spots and then get froyo. So for the rest of the evening, I think I'm planning to start doing some laundry because we definitely need to do that. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to read my current read, which I have not shared this yet, but I'm currently reading The Post Office Girl by Stefan Zweig. Stefan Zweig. Stefan Zweig. I think I pronounced that correct. But this is a book that I am actually buddy reading with Niki from Raptor Reads. And it was kind of cute because we had a little library hang recently where we read this together and it was so cute. We had little sprints. It was just fun to read the book that you're currently reading together. And we're currently tracking our buddy read on Storygraph, which if you didn't know, and if you have Storygraph, there's like this buddy read feature where you and another friend or multiple people can buddy read the same book, and you basically add your note based on like the page that you're on so that it doesn't get spoiled for other people. So as they're reading and updating their progress, they'll get comments that they're able to like reveal once they get to a certain point. I love that feature. So I have been loving buddy reading this one with Niki, and I think we were like at the Cambridge Public Library probably the first time we met, and I think this book came up and we were like, should we just buddy read it together? I barely knew anything about it. I just liked the title, and I'm pretty sure Niki mentioned that Wes Anderson might have been inspired by this or like by this author when Wes Anderson created like the Grand Budapest Hotel, I believe. I will correct myself if I was wrong, but I love the Grand Budapest Hotel. It's like one of my favorite movies. So I was like, that's so cool. I definitely want to read this. I'm 164 pages through, so I have less than 100 pages left. I am really enjoying this book so far. I was definitely very intimidated by it. I don't think I've ever read an NYRB book, but I've always just seen the covers and been like, I don't know if I'll be able to understand what I'm reading. We are basically following Christine, and this is post World War One. So we follow Christine, and she is like a post office worker in Austria. It starts off with descriptions of the post office and how, how everything is the same. Like the way the decor is, like nothing changes from one post office to another. Even like the notepads are the same in all the post offices. And when one notepad is used up, they send another one and it's the exact same one. So it's like very monotonous. Christine is taking care of her mother who's very, very ill. They also are not financially stable. Christine has this job and it's like the first bit of income that she's getting, but like they are still very much so struggling. One day she gets a telegram from her aunt, and she's like a wealthy aunt, and I think she's staying in the Swiss Alps, and she basically sends a telegram to her sister, which is Christine's mother, to be like, come, like visit. But Christine's mother is like, no, I can't go, like I'm sick, but please can my daughter come on this trip and stay with you and your husband? That's basically how Christine ends up going to visit her aunt, who she's never met before because her aunt previously left and moved to the United States and met her husband there, and he's like very wealthy, so they live this very like luxurious life, and I think they're hotel owners. I think I'm remembering that correctly. But Christine goes and she stays with her aunt, and you can tell in the beginning she's like so out of place. Like she feels so uncomfortable in her clothing, in her hair, how she moves, how she talks. She just feels really self-conscious around all these people who are super wealthy. She gets a taste of that life, and her aunt basically gives her a makeover and like gives her clothes and buys her clothes. And we see Christine really like fall into this world. She makes friends there, and she's going on dates, and she's being pursued, and it's just very interesting to see how she changes within just a couple of days of like being in this world. But then something happens and she basically is sent back home, and she's not sure why or what happened or like what the issue was, but her aunt is just like, okay, we gotta go, bye, you have to go back home. And Christine ends up back at work at the postal office. I've really been enjoying this, and Christine as a character, I really enjoyed her in the beginning. There's parts in the middle where I'm like, girl, remember where you came from? What is happening? And now to this like second part where she's kind of really angry about everything. So that's the post office girl. Really enjoying it. While I was away, I barely read anything. I always tell myself, like, you're going to read on the plane, you're going to read in the airport, you're going to read while you're there, and it just like doesn't happen. I did read a little bit while I was at the airport, but on the way back, I couldn't. I was too stressed dealing with flight delays and cancellations and all of that. That I could not focus on reading. So I want to get back into some sort of reading routine because I was doing so well. I had been reading consistently. I think on Storygraph, I hit like a 68-day reading streak. I got to get back on it. I don't want to be like too strict about like reading every day, but it was nice having that goal. And now I just want to pick up a book for like 20 minutes a day. I read at the museum for a little bit and that was really nice. It was a little bit loud because it was like in the main area, but it was a fun spot to read. And I feel like all the coffee shops were so busy. So I was like, we have a spot here in the museum. Let's just get a little drink in the museum cafe and read our little books. But I'm just gonna go chill for a bit and I will check in with you guys later. Jump scare. I also can't see because I don't have my glasses on right now. So yeah, this is what I look like right now. I'm doing the sheet mask. It's this brand, but it's a pink one. It's like a collagen one. Does anyone else not like the feeling of sheet mask? Oh, I didn't set a timer. I need to do that. I don't know what it is. It's just like, I just don't like the feeling of it. I know it's nice, especially because I have very dry skin, but there's something about this that I don't like the feeling of on my face. It just like moves around. I look so scary. This is me right now. We are going to watch a movie. We're going to watch The Big Lebowski. It's been decided. I'm going to spend a little bit of time reading though because Jacob's showering so that we can get super comfy cozy, watch the movie. But I'll be here kind of uncomfortable. But reading my book. I'm gonna have to put my glasses over this mask, but time to unwind. Hello, happy Sunday. I am going to be doing some hobonichi planning. I spent the majority of this morning getting things organized. I just kind of like dove into work after I got back from vacation and didn't really get around to cleaning things in the apartment. So I cleaned the kitchen table, I watered some plants, I organized the coffee table. I really hope you can hear me. I'm doing laundry right now. That was another thing I needed to do today. Things are getting done here. Chores are being completed. I have this bag and I have a bunch of like washi tape in here, as well as my scissors and a highlighter. But I also need to grab my pens, which I forgot about. I have my pencil case, which I have a few pens in here, just 2 and a pencil, but I need to look at some of my other pens. And then I have this, which I keep all stickers that I have. So I got some stickers at H Mart, and I also got these stickers through, I think it was like via Hobonichi. It's the Yumi Kitagishi. This designer designed one of the Hobonichi weeks. So I got one of the sticker sets when I got my Hobonichi weeks. I have these H Mart stickers that I got when I was hanging out with Taz. And then I also have this set that my friend Pam gave me for Christmas. So I've used a few of them so far. Maybe I'll use them this week. We'll see. I have this like color poem set, and it's a bunch of different stickers. They're really pretty. This is what they look like. And then I have my Hobonichi weeks in my little Paper Republic. I don't even know how long I've been keeping up with this, but as you can see, this is last week's. I ended up using the washi tape I got in South Carolina on the very bottom. I like to do like events on this side, as well as any daily to-dos on the other side. So I kind of divide it that way. And then on the other side, on the top, I have my daily habits, which I don't know if I'll keep that. I haven't been using it too much. There was a time where it was really helpful to track some of my habits, but I'm not feeling the urge to, so I might skip that. I also have weekly chores underneath. That has been like the most helpful. I have been like keeping up with my plants. I have 4 plants right now, and for a while I thought that a lot of them were about to die, but I've been able to get on a good like plant watering schedule. Every week I kind of check on them. If they need water, I don't water them. If they need water, I water them. It's just been like so nice having this reminder, and I feel like there's been like new growth, which is so exciting. I told myself that if I'm able to keep these plants alive, I will be able to bring 1 new plant home. I want to slowly ease into owning plants because oftentimes I've forgotten about them and then I kill the plants. So I don't want to do that. But I also track like laundry. I clean the bathroom every week. That's a really good reminder so I can remember what day I had cleaned it last. And it's just been super helpful with me keeping up with chores. I also have anything YouTube related. I have an adult things category, so anything that's not fun goes in there. And I also like to just keep track of my current read for the week. So yeah, I've been keeping up, and it's definitely been my most consistent planner that I've ever used. I've tried using planners in the past and I just haven't stuck with it. This one I've stuck with and I'm so proud. This is my 13th week. The one I'm setting up next is my 14th week of planning. So very impressed with myself, and I just love the Hobonichi weeks because you really can make it whatever you want. Just the layout works so well where you have like your weekly on the side and then the other side is just empty, so you can just make that whatever you want. I think next year I will definitely be purchasing another Hobonichi weeks because it's just been so helpful. So gonna spend some time setting mine up, and then I'll share at the very end what I end up putting together. I don't have as many stickers, so it might not be as fun, but I desperately need to go on like a sticker shopping spree. I need a lot of sticker packs specifically, but okay, enough yapping. I'm going to get my life in order so that I'm mentally prepared for the week to come. I am done setting up my hobonichi weeks. Honestly, it looks pretty simple. I don't know if you can see it. I think you can. I don't usually fill out like the to-do section, the daily to-do section, until like the day before. I'll decide if there's something on the list that I have that I want to prioritize on a certain day, but I don't like to fill it out ahead of time just because it all depends on how the week goes and when I can put certain things in the daily to-dos. This week is actually going to be pretty quiet of a event week. Jibby is getting surgery on Tuesday. Like I said, today is Sunday, so Tuesday she's getting surgery. She has a little lump on her paw and it's gotten to the point where it's a bit bigger and they need to remove it. So she's getting surgery Tuesday, trying to stay calm about it. Can't really do too much because of that. I need to be home making sure that she's good. She has to wear a cone, so just like staying home with her. I will be seeing Taz and Ivana on Saturday to go to the library and hang out with them, so that'll be a cute little hangout. But yeah, this week I did end up doing the daily habits. I think I want to keep it one more week and see how I feel about it. If I'm not feeling it, I'll just get rid of it next week, and then I have my weekly chores, I have my YouTube stuff, my adult things, and what I'm currently reading. So that has been set up. Laundry finished. I put stuff to hang dry. There's things currently in the dryer. I'm feeling really good about where I'm at. I just realized, because when I'm filming this, it is March 29th. I feel like I should go on over to March. Oh my god, I'm getting my months mixed up. I should go over to the April spread and start filling things out. Maybe I will just work on filling in the month and any events that I know for sure are happening. April is going to be a very busy month, so I have a lot of things going on in April. Most of my weekends are booked. There's a wedding I have to go to. There's a market that Jacob is going to be selling his ceramics at, which is so cool, and I'm going to help him. So I'm hanging out with friends this Saturday. I feel like I only have one weekend right now where I don't have anything set, and I think I need to keep it that way. That's the last little thing I'm going to work on, so I might do that. And then I need to clean the bathroom desperately, and I would really love to unwind and read my book and play Tiny Bookshop. I started playing that more recently. I've had it for a little bit and I just never started. There was one week where I was feeling super stressed and I played and I was like hooked for like 2 hours. I'm not a big gamer, so that was kind of shocking to me that I spent 2 hours like straight just playing. This has been such a productive day. I feel like yesterday was really fun because I got to like go out and do the things that I really like to do. And today was a lot more of like, okay, let's get the house in order. Let's organize my little hobonichi weeks, clean, do laundry, do like the boring things, but balancing everything out really well. So I'm feeling really good about today and everything that I was able to accomplish. My little reset weekend has worked. Hopefully that will just be good for me this coming week, where I feel like my anxiety might be a little bit higher. So we will see. All right, I'm gonna fill this out so that I can put my hobonichi away, clean the bathroom, and then I can finally unwind for the rest of this evening. I'm so excited.